Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my updated luxury handbag collection, and my collection in 2023 changed quite a bit. I sold quite a few handbags, more than I've ever sold in a previous year. I just wanted to downsize to the bags that I wear a lot, that are not just going to sit on a shelf for me to admire their beauty, but things that are practical for my day-to-day life and things that I am using. So I am down to 9 bags. I do have actually 2 bags that remain on my wish list, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm down to 9 bags in my luxury handbag collection. I will do another video on all of my designer and other handbags, but I'm going to just jump right in and get started. So the first luxury handbag I have to talk about is from Fendi. This is the Fendi Mama Baguette bag. And this is a bag that I found at a consignment store right around the time that the Baguette was making a big comeback, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And I remember seeing it and thinking that it was priced wrong or something must be wrong with the bag, because I got it probably for about like $200. But yeah, that was what they had it priced at that time. This one was not nearly as popular as the Fendi Baguette, which I did later buy and then I sold because I didn't really find that bag very practical. It didn't really fit much and I found it a little bit floppy, and when you put an insert inside it really lost a lot of space. So long story short, this is the only Fendi I have remaining in my collection. It's in the Zucca print, which is my favorite Fendi style bags. I love kind of just this canvas style bag that's really just soft and comfortable to wear on your shoulder. This one carries just everything and anything that I need day to day. It's really easy to get in and out of. There's just this one flap, and then there's a zipper compartment in the back, but one kind of big compartment to hold all of your stuff. I love this bag, definitely a great purchase and definitely something that has gotten a lot of use since moving to Florida. It goes with everything in my very sort of neutral wardrobe, and it's just one that I think is great. If you can get your hands on one for a good price, definitely pick this bag up. Next up are my Chanel bags. I am down to 3 Chanel bags left in my collection. I sold quite a few this year, and I actually have one remaining on my wish list. But for now, we'll talk about this one. This is the vintage Chanel small classic flap in the black lambskin leather in the gold hardware. And I love this bag. I love vintage Chanel bags. I love the gold plated hardware. I love everything about this bag. It's just timeless, classic, a bag that I wear all the time, either on my shoulder or on my shoulder with the straps doubled up, or on my shoulder as a long shoulder bag with the strap, just one single strap. But the bag is gorgeous. I purchased this on, I believe, Poshmark for a really great price. It was just before the increases when I had moved to Florida. I think that was in 2022, or was that 2021? It was 2021, sorry. Early 2021, and I absolutely love it. This is my favorite size and style of all of the Chanel bags that Chanel has ever made, and I definitely want to pick up another. That is one of the things that is remaining on my wish list, and I just realized there are 3 actual bags remaining on my wish list. One would be to get another walk back into my life, because I really loved my walk, and there's a very particular one that I am looking for, so that will be kind of like my unicorn bag when I find it. But this one is absolutely stunning, and I just get so much use out of it. I can't even tell you. It was in very well loved condition. You know, the quilts are a little flat, but I love the way it looks. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite bags in my collection, and one that I get a ton of use out of. My next vintage Chanel bag is the Chanel Kelly bag in the size small. And this is in the black lambskin leather with the silver hardware. This is a bag that I picked up off of a Japanese seller on eBay, and I am so pleased with it. It is the cutest dang bag. I had it actually in the larger size and in this size, but I ended up selling the larger one because I just wasn't using it. I felt like as a handheld bag, the size of this kind of fits me a lot better, and I really couldn't even fill up the large one since it was so big. This one is just super cute, and this is the bag that resembles the last bag that is on my wish list, which is, of course, the Hermes Kelly, which is probably one of my favorite handbags of all time, aside from the classic flap. If I could only have two handbags forever and ever, it would definitely be a Kelly and a classic flap. But this bag is serving the purpose for now, and she's absolutely stunning. And my last remaining Chanel bag in my collection is this beauty. This is my pre-loved Chanel medium-sized classic flap in the black lambskin and the silver hardware. And this bag is just so beautiful. I get so many compliments every time I carry it. I tend to wear this bag every time I'm going into a Chanel store. And the people who work in the Chanel stores always tell me how much they love my bag. She really is a beauty. She was in such amazing condition when I got her pre-loved, and I have just been so happy with this bag. Another bag that I like to wear primarily on my shoulder as either a double strap, shorter shoulder bag under my arm, or as a long one strap bag. But I also find with both of my, I should have mentioned this with the other classic flap, I like to wear them as a crossbody bag, but they do sit up a little high as a crossbody bag. So it is something that for me is not a problem because I am only 5'3" and I can get away with it. But definitely if you are very tall, these are probably not the ideal crossbody bag. I did sell a lot of my Chanel crossbody bags because I just wasn't using them that way. I feel like these bags are so kind of, I don't even know, there's like a classic timelessness about them that doesn't look as good to me as a crossbody. I don't know why. That is just my own personal opinion, but I love this bag. And yeah, the classic flap's definitely my favorite style of Chanel handbags. Unfortunately, it's such a classic style that it is, they have gone up so much in price. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting another classic flap, the one that I want in the small size, but we shall see. It will definitely be vintage. And yeah, these are just such beautiful bags and such great investments. Definitely I made my money back and then some selling them, and the ones that I have sold, and I'm really happy with the ones that remain in my collection. And finally, we're going to talk about my Louis Vuitton handbags. I have sold quite a few of my vintage Louis Vuitton handbags, and I'm going to show you the bags that remain in my collection. And the first one is the first luxury handbag I ever purchased as a 40th birthday present to myself. This is the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in the classic style in the monogram print. I used to have this bag in all three prints, absolutely loved and adored all three of them, but I found myself always gravitating towards the monogram. I just think it is such a, I don't know, when I think of Louis Vuitton, this is what I think of for whatever reason. I know it's not the original print, but it still is my favorite print. I do need to shine up the lock. I have the keys hanging inside the bag. This is just a bag that when I got it, it was such a workhorse. It went with me everywhere. You can just stuff it with everything and anything. And at that time, big handbags were all the rage, and I know they are making a comeback, so I'm really excited about that. But this is a bag I do not wear enough, and I have to remind myself to use her, but she's never leaving my collection because she is such a beautiful timeless classic bag and the first luxury handbag that I ever purchased. So for sentimental reasons and everything else, I just love this bag. And shortly after purchasing my Speedy, I got this little beauty, and this is definitely my most used handbag in my collection. I know it's sold as an accessory. This is the Pochette accessoire, but I love to wear this just as a bag. I purchased the 12mm crossbody strap. That is the way I wear it the most at the current moment of my life. It is a perfect bag for living in Florida to just take my necessities and nothing else when I am running around doing my day-to-day things. This bag comes in handy, and of course I'm using it right now because, like I said, definitely my most used handbag in my collection. There was a time when I used it just as a little pouch inside of my tote bags going to work in an office environment, and then I would take it out to kind of run to lunch or run errands and things like that. And I love this bag for vacation. When I go on vacation, this bag always comes with me, and I love being able to change out the straps. It comes with just a short shoulder strap that I'm not even sure where that is right now, but I used to use it originally when I got it that way, but now I love it with my crossbody strap, and it is just such a grab and go easy bag that I don't even have to think about. It just kind of works with everything, and I just love it. So yeah, it's great for travel. It's great for for anything. If you want to kind of dress it up going out in the evenings, you can take the straps off entirely and just use it as a little clutch under your arm. It's just a wonderful bag, definitely something that I consider to be one of my best luxury purchases of all time, and definitely one that I would recommend to anyone looking for a sort of starter bag from Louis Vuitton. The next handbag I have to talk about is actually the newest handbag in my collection, and that meaning it's the newest to me. I did purchase this pre-loved, and this is the Neverfull in the MM size. And this is a bag that I had previously owned. I had it in all three prints, same with the Pochette. They were sort of like my trifecta of my favorite bags from Louis Vuitton, but I always found myself gravitating towards the Monogram bags. And so I ended up selling my Monogram last tote, and I ended up it was basically because COVID happened. I was no longer working in an office at all, and I figured I wasn't going to use it because it was my office bag. But then I moved to Florida and my lifestyle changed so dramatically, and I feel like this bag has become something that is just so useful when I'm going to the beach, when I'm going to the pool, when I'm going out for the day, and I just want to throw all my stuff in a bag. This is what I reach for, and I specifically wanted the one, you can see I've got my Samorga organizer and my dust bag in here, but I wanted the one that has the original print, so the fleur-de-lis kind of style print with the original font on the Louis Vuitton inside. I feel like that is just so classic, and the canvas on this is so much thicker and sturdier than the canvas of the bag that I had. So I found this on, I think it was Fashion File, for a really great price, and whoever owned this bag took such loving care of the bag. There were no stains inside. The patina on the Vaqueta leather is absolutely gorgeous, and it is just, like I said, such a useful bag for my lifestyle right now. Definitely one that I love and adore and do not intend to sell again. And that leads me to my other Neverfull in the GM size. This one I did purchase new in store, and she is absolutely in amazing condition. I love this bag. It's one that I use primarily for travel. I do have it stuffed with a Samorga organizer and her dust bag, but this bag is truly Neverfull. It's something that just carries everything. You can use it as a weekender bag. You can use it as I do, just for long car trips or going on a plane, anything. This is usually my second bag that I will take to carry onto the plane, and it is just a workhorse, and it carries a ton. And I feel like the Neverfull, in comparison to any other tote bag, including all the other sort of luxury bags that I know are sort of competitors of this bag, I feel like this bag just like destroys them in terms of how durable it is, in terms of how they wear over the years. It's just an amazing bag. The canvas on this, even this canvas, which is not quite as thick as the pre-loved one that I have, but this one is still durable enough that it is just, I know, going to last a lifetime if I take care of it, and I have not babied it. It's come with me like everywhere. It has been to many countries, it has been with me on many journeys, and I just love this bag. And last but certainly not least is probably one of my favorite pieces that Louis Vuitton has ever made. This is the Keepall. I have mine in the size 45 with the bandolier strap, and I absolutely love this bag. I purchased this also in store, and I have used this also on so many trips, especially since moving to Florida, where we make the trip over to the West Coast a lot to see my mother-in-law and friends, other family, and I take it with me sometimes on planes, but usually I will just take my Neverfull and my rolling luggage on a plane, just because I will say that I am so happy I got the bandolier strap, because this bag does get very heavy when you fill it. When I travel on like car trips, I will typically stuff this bag with all of my clothing, and then I'll use my Neverfull for all of my accessories, shoes, and kind of miscellaneous toiletries, things like that. I'm really glad that people recommended that I get it with the strap, because I do prefer the look of it without this little stripe down the side. But these bags are just so durable. I remember years ago thinking, why is everyone spending so much money on these canvas bags because they're not genuine leather. And now I am like eating my words because I understand kind of the value of having such a durable material that if you take care of it, it will last you a lifetime. Every time I see one, it makes me smile, and I'm so happy I have one in my collection. So those are all the luxury handbags I have in my collection at this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about, please leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon in my next video, and have a great day. Bye.